they want to go to the bathroom, they pee on their pampers. Oh my God.
I don't know.
You want to try and say kabela?
No.
Okay, Mr. Zulu man. So anyways, so they so they just
But go ahead.
so they just
do that again.
on the price stand. And the alcohol is ready for those who drink. Like once they say Happy New Year.
Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. I'm LJ with my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. It's truly an honor to come to you today on this first episode of the new year.
Yes.
Happy New Year unto
New
you
Year,
on this
2022.
Sunday, fun day. Yes. So, honey, what's going on? What for today?
Well, I just want to say Happy New Year and welcome, and hopefully you entered this year with momentum because we finished last year strong, right? So what I would like us to actually discuss, because it is the new year and it is our first episode, how about we discuss how New Year's Day and New Year's Eve is celebrated in both our countries.
Okay.
Both South Africa and...
The U.S.
You forgot the name of your country?
No.
Okay. So to start off with, in South Africa, we have an all-night prayer. And that basically means all night, like from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
For real?
Yes, you heard it right.
Wow.
A whole 12 hours.
That's like a shut-in.
That's like a what?
A shut-in.
What
What
is
we
that?
call a shut-in. It's like all night.
Yeah. So is it church for you guys?
It's a shut-in. Yeah, it's when we go in to pray. I just thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shut-in.
Okay. We have it like for New Year's Eve. And so what happens in some churches, what they do is they have like an organized barbecue where people come in at 6 and have a barbecue before they go into church for the festivities, the worship and organized activities that they do until it's time. They read the word. It's like an actual service, but more with more activities because, of course, they've got to stretch it for all these hours.
Yeah, 12 hours. That's a long time.
It's a long time, but
Yeah.
you don't really feel it because you're in that worship mood, and it's really, really beautiful. And then at 12 midnight, whatever that you're doing, you got to stop and you got to be on your knees and pray. We really, really honor 12 midnight because we feel like we want to be in the presence of the Lord on our knees, thanking God for getting us into the new year, crossing us over. It's actually called a crossover night in most churches. But some churches allow people to come in around about 10 o'clock, have your dinners at home and stuff like that, then come in around about 9, 10, and then the worship starts, and the worship can go on for a while. And then 12 midnight, it's prayer for everyone, strictly prayer. And then as you enter the new year, more stuff happens. People stay up until 6 a.m. in the morning. Some people leave around about 2 or 3 in the morning, but you want to be there like the longest of time so that you feel like you were part of the whole,
Whole thing.
Yeah, what about you guys?
Well, most of us, we start service around 10 p.m.
I know. I was so disappointed. I was like,
I know, 10 p.m.
10 already? Like,
Yeah.
what do we do before 10?
10 and it's over at 12 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, it's over
So
at 12.
there's no kneeling
Maybe
for
12,
you guys?
10. No kneeling, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then what happens?
That's the bad part. Because I always wanted, I was the type of individual always wanted to pray.
Pray yourself into the new year.
Yeah, I was that type of individual, but I never experienced that in no church in the U.S. where we go down on our knees.
I actually got
at
confused.
12.
I remember the first time I spent New Year's
Yeah.
Eve with you guys. I was like,
Yeah,
they're getting ready to go.
Yeah,
They just say Happy
at
New
12
Year.
o'clock. They waiting for the
Yeah,
clock,
the
and they ready to go.
countdown.
I always wanted to do like maybe go down and pray, but
People are ready to go.
12 o'clock.
So it's like 2 hours.
Yeah,
that's
when
it.
you're gonna announce 12 o'clock, and so that we can shake hands, and that's that's what I experienced.
And for us, 12 o'clock is intense.
With
Like
all
we are in
the
deep prayer.
churches I've been to,
Wow.
at 12 o'clock we shaking Happy New Year's, but
So
no.
you guys call it a night vigil. So what's the vigil about? Because vigil usually it's like, I believe it should be something like a 12 to 12 like us. I mean, not 12 to 6 like us.
Yeah, no. 10 to 12.
Wow, 2 hours, and that's a night's visual.
And then we probably leave about 12:30, and then maybe go to a restaurant. Some people go to a restaurant. Some people go home.
To do what at a restaurant at 12 midnight?
Eat. Yeah, I know.
Eat proper food?
No. Eat food from the restaurant, whatever.
I'm glad we've never done that because now it makes sense. We used to say, let's go and eat. I'm like, no, I don't eat at midnight.
Why do you think America's obesity?
I know, right? And well, I'm almost there now. America is getting to me. That's very interesting. So for us, people who don't go to church, some people choose to go to gospel concerts. And they also do a 6 to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
So it's just live gospel show from 6 p.m. at night to 6 a.m. in the morning, where they just singing gospel music the whole time. And in their case, at 12 midnight, they have like the star of the show, like the most famous gospel star that features at that time, because that's like the peak time of the concert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I know for us, you do have a few churches. I know a few churches in New York that have like a gospel concert, a festival where music from, after 12, like basically.
Oh, so it's after 12.
Yeah,
So what are they doing before 12?
It's service.
Service
from 10 to 12.
Okay.
And then probably about 1, I think it started around 1 o'clock and it goes to 5 o'clock. So it gives people a time that was in their home church and give them time, people time to go from their church to the festival.
Oh, because it's open to everybody.
It's open to everybody. So
Gotcha.
I know a lot of people. Some people go there. It's normally.
Have you been to one before?
Yes, I've been to a couple, and it's nice because it's a lot of entertainment. You have big artists that be the big gospel artists because Hezekiah do it. Hezekiah do it every year. And I don't know if he doing it this year, but
COVID,
and did it last year, but he normally do it every year. And he bring in top artists, gospel artists, to sing. Yeah,
I've been to also I think one gospel show. So done with that. So what if what happens to people who are not churchgoers? People who are not saved or don't want to go to church or whatever. What happens to them in the US?
Well, yeah, they go to the club, disco.
But I know your club's close at 2.
Yes, we close at 2.
How boring.
So
like, what kind of club is that?
And we don't. So basically, we get there probably around 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so just 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Hey, we gotta come late. We never come on time. Club probably open at 6, 7, but you don't get to the party till like 11 o'clock, and you're only there for like 3 hours just to dance and.
And we thought Americans were the party animals, right?
Yeah.
No, you come to South Africa. We have like...
We like to party, but 11 o'clock...
Yeah, but limited, like, what's a party for 3 hours?
I know. Hey, it's not our fault. The club is over at 2 o'clock.
Well, we make our own parties. Our clubs, of course, close when the sun comes out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that could be 5, 6 in the morning when the sun comes out. So people are safe enough to go back home. You can't be letting people go home at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, you got to remember with government regulations, so the club as well is
the government regulations allows us to party all night, but also, I mean, it's a night just for fun, really, for New Year's Eve. Most people Baya Benga, Baya Benga, Baya Benga, Baya Benga. You know what that is?
Yeah.
You gonna join me? Baya Benga, Baya Benga, Baya Benga, Benga. To dance, they dance all night long. In most people, it's like a binge drinking night. They drink a lot, and most people actually start drinking on New Year's Eve because there's just so much liquor. Like liquor is just it's plenty, and then also they barbecue via praia, all night. And so it's the drinking and just the socializing with friends mainly. Remember, Christmas was more family.
Yes.
This time it's more friends.
More friends.
You can bring your friends over and just drinking and just having fun.
Yes, it's like that in the U.S.
Yeah. So I guess we have one thing in common. But also, fireworks are a big thing in South Africa.
Okay.
And the difference that I've seen, especially with your country, and you'll explain that, in our country, everyone is permitted to light up their own fireworks.
Okay.
You know, even children.
Children.
Yes, sir. Like everybody will be like, Happy New Year! It's just a beautiful craze.
Children have the right.
Children too. Anybody can light up their own fireworks. I know it's dangerous, and some people hurt themselves. But of course, parents would help their children. But parents who really don't care, the kids will take a cracker and they light it up themselves.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Are you in America?
Well, yeah, we do have specialized fireworks.
Yeah, in most states, right?
Most states.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to light up your own fireworks because of the danger that's associated with it.
And
but in New
states,
Jersey, you're allowed to light up your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you do have specialized fireworks that people does, and some people do have fireworks and light up for the new year.
Right.
You know.
I know in New York though, and I think in other states as well or cities, they have like a firework
show,
spectacular,
yes.
where there's musicians as well who come in and sing all night long,
yeah,
and there's like at 12 before 12 when it's really starts to be really dark, they have like a real spectacular show, professionally done. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and they do have shows and singers performing during the show
in the freezing cold,
and
people bear that. Remember, guys, sometimes it's snowing at that time, so yeah, people bear that and they go and watch that. No, thank you, not me. I'd rather be in a warm church praying to God. All right. So
me too. I'd rather be in the warm church.
One of the other things that people do in South Africa is those who cannot afford to buy fireworks, because fireworks can be expensive, especially when they are in demand, like the high demand.
Yes.
So people, especially in the countryside, they will, like in the rural areas, they will, because countryside is rural areas. They will light up steel wool. They'll burn steel wool.
Steel wool?
Yeah, steel wool, the one that you use to clean your pots.
You believe that?
Yeah. I mean, steel wool has like a nice a sprinkle to it. It's like those prickly fireworks. Yeah. So
I never heard of that.
You just got to be careful because it can really get into your skin and hurt you. It has hurt me once before. But, you have to light it quickly and just throw it up in the air. And it makes like this really nice. It's dangerous, but, you got to sometimes compromise
for fun, right?
Well, not for fun. If you don't have the means, you got to make means somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But people who don't have the steel
I never heard of it. Maybe if I heard of it, maybe
I know you guys use steel wool to trap mice. Yeah, steel wool for mice. I never heard of that as well.
Or dishes.
And you clean dishes as well. But the mice trick was like, okay, wow. But also for us, if you don't want to use the steel wool, you don't have the steel wool, an easy trick is pots and pans.
Okay.
So they just
but go ahead.
So they just
do that again. Do that again.
No, I won't.
Come on, do it again, please.
No.
Come on, please.
They just play.
Please. Put in the comment, please. Said it. Come on.
I'm just trying to make a sound of pots and pans.
Okay.
It's not like they sound like that. My God. Oh. So they play. They.
But everything had to have a click, though. It seemed like when you were talking.
Because my ethnic language has a bit of a click, although it's not Xhosa, it is Zulu. But it's a sound.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to try and say
No.
Okay, Mr. Zulu man. So, anyways, so they
I am a Zulu man, but I can't.
They hit the pots and pans. Well, people burn up old calendars in South Africa, and as a way of saying out with the old and in with the new.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Because most people have calendars hanging on walls. So when they burn the old calendars, they're now exchanging the old calendars for new calendars.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
That's gonna. Now, what we do, preparing for the New Year day,
right?
And some people do start New Year's Eve, and some people do it on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
We do cook black eyed peas.
What?
And collard greens.
Mag, black eyed peas is what?
It's for good luck.
No. I mean, what is black eyed pea? First of all,
it's a bean. black eyed peas, and it's brown.
Okay.
So normally they're like, it's for like coins. It's for the coins.
They put coins in the black eyed peas?
Some people does, but no, the hood. We just signify that when we cook black eyed peas, that we never went out our coins. We never went out our coins.
Oh, so black eyed peas represent coins.
Coins, yes.
Oh, I gotcha.
And the collard greens represent the cash, money.
The dollar. Because of the color.
Yes, because the dollar in the U.S. is green, and collard green is green. So the black eyed peas is brown, so it's signify the coins. Because
so this happens when? On New Year's Day?
New Year's Day, yes. So that's one thing we do.
And then you eat it.
And then we eat it. Some people, I don't eat black eyed peas and I don't eat collard greens. But I know my family, they did cook black eyed peas and collard greens.
Do they still do it now?
But that's a tradition in America that
for black families and white.
I think everyone. I don't know about I don't know about whites, but I definitely know blacks. A lot, especially Southern blacks. Especially Southern blacks. The Southern blacks people. Yeah.
And I think people who lived in the South and then came north, they still practice it. Yeah, because for good luck.
For good luck. Yeah, for good luck.
Oh, that's interesting. This is my first time hearing it. For us, on New Year's Day, the brine continues.
The brine continues.
But before the brine starts, New Year's Day is like a recovery day for people because people were partying all night. So either you are in church all night, you are at a party all night, you're at a club all night, you want to go home and rest. So people kind of use that first part of the morning as like a sleep in. And then probably after midday, then people start preparing to go out again and continue where they ended. In brying, in partying, but now more like in a lake or at the beach or at, or depending where you are in the country. If you're coastal, of course, they go to the beach. I remember when I was young, actually, this is one of my warmest memories. We used to actually go spend Christmas Eve at the beach. New Year's Eve at the beach. I'm dreaming Christmas. New Year's Eve at the beach. And we will stay the whole night for New Year's Eve, of course, and the whole day for New Year's Day. And it will be packed. Like, and white people don't even come because it's so packed. When black people...
They scared.
I guess it will be like sardine packed. But we enjoy that. Now, konama para, thieves, we call them paras.
Yes.
It's no longer as safe. I don't think people do it anymore. But back then, oh my God, the beach used to be like the thing for New Year's Eve till the rest of New Year's Day. But people still go to the beach, but I don't think they stay overnight.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one nice thing. But those who don't have a beach, like a coastal area, then they still go to parks and dams and all.
And dance.
And dams. I'm a dam. Like dams. I'm a dam. When dams with this water. Like lake. A lake.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, somebody please organize a Zulu to assist this man. Anyways, so that's what happens in the 1st of January. So it's a recovery day, and people just continue where they ended. And then, but one thing that I did not mention, which is like a mega thing, it's a big deal in South Africa, and I think there's something that's similar for you guys in the US, where for us there's a music countdown, Song of the Year. Woo! Oh my God! Like Song of the Year, Leonard. Like we have like a national radio station called Ukhozi. It's a Zulu radio station that started off this, but now I think they've collaborated with other national radio stations where people vote in for that particular song that's going to separate the year. That's what we call it. So it separates the year. So it's going to be like 12 midnight. Oh, no. 12 midnight. Like 12 midnight. And so for the countdown start like top 20, 19, 18, 17. When it's top 10, it's really hot. The meat is going on the price stand. And the alcohol is ready for those who drink. The music is blasting at the back and people are ready for that number one song. And it's a big, big deal And I mean, it's just, it's one thing that really brings the nations together because everybody's eager to hear who won because the nation was voting towards a particular artist. Yeah. So what do you guys have? Do you have like a countdown kind of thing?
Yeah, we do have a countdown. We do have a countdown where we count down the best hip hop.
Oh, I didn't know that.
R&B artists.
On radio?
Yeah, on radio.
Okay.
Yeah, or even I think gospel as well.
I thought you were going to talk about New York, the ball drop.
Yeah, we do have a ball drop as well.
So everybody goes to New York City?
Not everybody. So if those that close to New York or that have a desire to go to see the ball drop.
Because it's freezing, by the way.
I've never been to the ball drop.
I think I'd love to go and experience it.
It's just too crowded. It's too busy. It's too hectic. So I never.
And I hear that people actually wear pampers because you're not allowed to go to the bathroom. You're not allowed to. I don't know. You're not allowed to do it's like you're a prisoner.
You can't go nowhere because
because you're gonna miss your spot.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your spot.
So people, if they want to go to the bathroom, they pee on their pampers. Oh my God!
I don't know. I never heard about that.
Yeah,
but
I heard about that.
If you go to the ball drop, just don't drink anything because once you get your spot, you can't go nowhere because it's so crowded.
Packed. Yeah.
And so those that don't watch,
and I don't think you're allowed to bring anything because they check and double check those backpacks. Yeah.
So, but those that don't go to the ball drop, they can watch it on TV.
Yeah, I think I'm safe on my couch.
Yeah, I'm safe. I rather, but. For people that go to church, they're in church, so they don't watch the ball drop. So those are people that don't go to church. Yeah,
thank God we have a warm New Year's Eve and warm New Year's Day because we get to enjoy the beautiful weather, and that's why we're mostly outside barbecuing and stuff. Yeah, one way.
Well, New Year's Day is like a last day or whatever because we gotta go to work the next day. So
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I know.
We are still on vacation, still on holiday. Yeah,
still on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go back to work the day after.
My God,
the day after. If you didn't take vacation days, you back to work. The day after, January 2nd.
Wow.
Or because it's Sunday, January 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what's the one thing that people usually like to do when the clock strikes 12? Like once they say Happy New Year. I know in my country. For people who are not praying at 12 midnight, who are in their homes, at that time, who choose not to pray at 12 midnight in their homes, what they do is they hug their family members, their friends, and kiss and so forth. What do they do in the U.S.?
Kiss and say goodbye. It's just a song. I just have to do that.
Stick to your day job.
Kiss at midnight. Yeah, that's one thing, I guess.
You like to kiss their loved ones at midnight.
Yes, kiss at midnight.
Well, I think that's it, right? I think we've tried to sum up a bit.
Yes.
You kind of have a picture of both countries, what they do. If there's any other additions that you have, please feel free to put down in the comment section. We'll be happy to see that. And we've come to the end. We'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe and you like and you comment.
And
follow on the podcast platforms.
Thank you.
We love you. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.